Hi there, and welcome to episode 2 of the After Movie Diners VHS Corner with my co-host, Natty. Say hello, Natty. She's a little good girl. On this episode 2 of the After Movie Diners VHS Corner, we have someone who is no doubt going to make a reappearance in VHS Corner quite frequently. It's none other than Charles Chucky Bronson himself. And this time he's paired up with Dana Delaney.
Hello.
Predominantly, I would say, TV star Dana Delaney. In a movie that on VHS goes by Dead to Rights. But I believe elsewhere was called Donato and Daughter. Because Charles Bronson stars as old man Donato, who has already lost a son. And his daughter, played by Dana Delaney,
Hello.
is higher up the ranks than him in the police force. And there has been a rash of killing nuns and removing their ring finger.
Where is it?
I don't see it.
What kind of sicko cuts off a finger?
You see that prayer book? I had one just like it when I was in school. Where was our God when this happened?
So someone has been going around the city killing nuns. That's right. This movie is all about nun murder. And it is up to old man grubby Charles Bronson, who doesn't like his daughter working on the police force anymore because of what happened with his son. And she has a strained relationship with him because of what happened with his brother. And they're investigating the deaths of nuns. And this was originally, I believe, meant to be a TV pilot that was later turned into a movie and released on VHS instead.
Posey, it's the police. Open up. Hold it. She's coming out of the window. He's on the fire escape. He's got a gun.
Take the stairs.
We have Xander Berkeley shows up in this movie. I have to say, for a TV movie starring Charles Bronson and Dana Delaney about nun murders, you could do a lot worse than Dead to Rights. I found it quite an enjoyable film. It's certainly easy to watch. Yes, it's got kind of straight-to-video / pilot production values, but it uses some pretty nice downtown LA locations. You'll notice at one point during the film is the building that I associate predominantly with Wolf, but it's that big, and I think it's also in Blade Runner and various other places, but it's that big building with the old ornamental elevators in the middle of it. Bronson is great in the film. Again, not a lot of action necessarily, and not a lot of occasions for Bronson to sort of do mad one-liners and blow perps away. It's not quite 10 to Midnight or Kinjite, Forbidden Subjects. Two classic Gonzo Grindhouse Bronson movies. I'm not going to say this is a classic, but it's certainly got a lot of cool cop tropes, TV tropes, serial killer tropes, enough to keep you happy in the movie.
All right, everyone, listen up. You all know Al Scott. He's going to be coming on board with us now.
Bob, Al Scott. Hey.
We have reason to believe that our guy was disguising himself as a nun.
You gotta be kidding me. He was sloppy.
That's right. So what we got to do is go through all the receipts of all the costume shops in Los Angeles for the past 5 years. We are looking for a man who bought a nun's costume, probably using a fake name.
If we're lucky, he used his real name.
I know it's a lot of drudge work, but unless we come up with something, Halliday is taking us off the case.
What? The hell he will. I didn't lose a partner and bust my butt on this case, so some other jerks can come along and take the credit for what we've all done.
All right, then.
All right.
Considering it was being made as a straight-to-TV movie or a pilot for a coming TV show, the film doesn't shy away from its adult themes or indeed showing some of the violence and the death scenes and things like that, which is always pleasing. It has a nice adult tone, and the rich soundtrack, which is surprising for a TV movie such as this, is incredibly good and well placed throughout the movie. You know, one of the tropes that comes right out of the Bronson playbook, because women in Bronson films don't often end up surviving or indeed surviving in a particularly good way, is the trope of whenever someone announces happy news, at some point in the next few scenes, they're going to die. I think what was staggering about Donato and Daughter, or Dead to Rights, is that Jeanette Goldstein's character, who everyone will know from Aliens and various other movies, tells Dana Delaney in a wonderful, happy moment, I'm really excited, we're going to have a baby. And they don't even wait like 3 or 4 scenes later. She's just like shot dead the very next time that the police go on a raid. And it's particularly harsh, but to be expected for Bronson. So the reason why I'm talking about it is that it's nice to see that when they said, well, let's do a Bronson TV show, let's at least make it, you know, with some elements in it that the Bronson fans expect. To be fair, though, Donato and Daughter and Dead to Rights does show a softer side of Bronson. The scenes with him and Dana Delaney as father and daughter, when they're talking about what's happened with her brother, his son, and often the scenes with his wife in the movie as well, are more emotional than you're used to Bronson doing. And that's always welcome. It's always nice to see someone stretching themselves a little bit. Natty has decided to join me, as you can see. But very well made, as most American TV is. And Charles Bronson's great in it. Dana Delaney's great in it. You've got a nice little interesting family dynamic.
Hello? Ma?
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to see you. We haven't talked since Judy's funeral.
Well, I can't talk about that now. I've got an appointment.
All right. Well, I'll walk out with you.
Suit yourself.
Mom, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I'm just tired of sitting here and staring at empty rooms, that's all. I'm tired of writing letters of condolence. And I'm tired of sitting here waiting for that next knock on the door that's going to tell me who else I've lost.
Mom, come on, wait. Let's talk about this.
Talk? Did you know that your father was once quite a talker? We talked about family and honor and love everlasting. And I fell in love with him. Now we talk about talking, and nobody says anything.
Mom.
So this movie was 1995. So at this point, you get a lot of Charles Bronson's post-plastic surgery face, where basically he's just tried to remove sort of, you know, his face was already a wrinkle abyss. And what he's tried to do by doing a little filler is make just his cheek areas slightly less wrinkly, which gives him this whole effect of having sort of a plastic waxy face. Dead to Rights, I will give it 3 out of 5 this time. It is a keeper, because I pretty much keep all Bronson movies I buy. And if you see it on the thrift store shelf, or it happens to be showing on TV, or you find the VHS, well worth sitting through at least once. Do I wish there'd been some sort of Bronson starring, Dana Delaney starring TV show in the 90s about Donato and Daughter? No big loss. But the movie's worth your time, and it's a lot of fun. All right, thank you for watching.